Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. So, also, if you would like to become a Patreon of mine, please go to my Patreon at the link below. And if you become a Patreon this week, then you'll be entered to win a free tarot deck. Alright, so we're going to do another reading this week with the Supernatural deck. Oh, no jumpers this time. Alright, so for your first card, we've got the World reversed. And the spread that we're going to use this week is called Lucifer's Cage. So this one is all about this notorious prison that some of the most powerful supernatural beings in existence have been locked up in. And this tarot spread is designed to show what's caging you. What is holding you back, alright, from reaching your potential. Alright, so your first card is the Cage. This is the card that reveals what behaviors, actions, or situations are holding you back. So the World card is that card, but it's reversed. So typically I would say that the World card is the very last card. I'm pretty sure it's the very last card. If not, it's really close to the very last card in the deck. See how you can tell the numbers at the end of the deck have the number in which the card is. So this one's reversed. So that's the Cage. That's what's slowing you down. That's behaviors and actions or situations that are holding you back. And for number 2, the Seal is Lucifer's Cage is locked. Using the 66 seals that need to be broken in order to open the cage, this tarot card reveals the action that needs to take place in order for you to overcome obstacles represented by the Cage card. Alright, so we've got Death reversed. Okay, so the Death card, I'm a little surprised. Like, I always picture the Grim Reaper as Death, but this one is, Death is actually like a little bit different. So that is correct, but it's still a little strange because I always thought it would be the Grim Reaper. Alright, and then we've got the Five of Bones, which bones are wands, and wands are associated with Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So the Death card is associated with Scorpio, and the Tower card is for some reason this looks like the Tower upside down. I always think it says the Tower when it's reversed, but it is the World card. Alright, so this last card, which is this crooked little weasel, is the tarot card representing what will happen when you take action revealed by the Seal card. Free yourself from your own personal cage. Alright, and that's what tarot cards are all about, is helping you overcome whatever is stopping you, and typically it's yourself. You're the only one who can make the changes to be happy. Alright? Alright, so let's take a look. The Cage. The first card is the World reversed, and this is representing your cage. So this is what's stopping you. So the World card reversed shows a need for closure. There are loose ends that still need to be tied up. You can't move forward without pausing to process the work and work through whatever is holding you back. Alright, so this is common. As a matter of fact, this can spiral out of control if you don't get closure, okay? Because you're going to wake up feeling heavy, you're going to wake up feeling unrested, you're just going to be tired, you're going to be carrying around this not a physical burden, but it feels very physical. So that is definitely holding you back. I agree. This closure, sometimes people refuse to give you closure, especially if it's a relationship that you're trying to get closure from. Now, if it's not a relationship, if it's something else, then, you might need to seek therapy in order to overcome it. Especially if you've been working on it for a while and you haven't succeeded on your own, you might try writing down a journal, keeping a journal. Especially if you have a particularly bad day and, you're not sure exactly where you went wrong. Maybe... it can have to do with addiction, it can have to do with self-loathing, self-doubt, things that are ingrained in you from a young age. You have to break those qualities. And your second card is the Death card. Now, in this one, this is the seal. It says, just as Lucifer's cage is locked using 66 seals that needs to be broken in order to open the cage, this tarot card reveals the action that needs to take place in order for you to overcome it. Alright, so whatever you need closure, this is what you have to do in order to get it. Alright, and it's saying the Death card. So, let me see. Death is... Okay. So I'm going to read the general information here. Okay, Death is the horseman. Death, the horseman, is an ancient being who plays an important role in preserving the natural order by instigating the transition from life to the afterlife. Death is a tarot card symbolized by the inevitable nature of important transformations. Alright, so that's just the information about the card. Now, we're going to go over the reversed meaning of the card. Are you resisting a change that you know is inevitable? Reversed, the transformation symbolized by the Death card is stalled. While it's natural to fear change, delaying the process won't do you any favors. Be brave and move forward. So a lot of times the Death card, although it can definitely mean that you're dealing with some sort of death in your life, usually it means it's an ending of a long, bad situation, such as a bad relationship, a bad job. It can be any number of things, okay? So, definitely, if you are struggling with this, you might look into your shadow self and see exactly what it is that's causing you to get in these type of relationships in the first place. Don't just jump into relationships. Make sure that you take the time to get to know who it is that you're going into a relationship. If you're getting a new job, make sure that you research and see exactly what you're getting yourself into first, especially since there's so many people who are still really, really trying to, a Capricorn is writing me right now. That's strange. Okay. What is the chances? Okay. Alright, so that's strange. The Death card. Let's go into the next card. Okay, breaking the seal. This tarot card represents what will happen when you take the action revealed. Alright, so this is break free from whatever is holding you back. Closure. Let it be done. Throw away the key. Lock that door behind you and don't turn back. Alright? Breaking the seal represents what will happen when you take this action. Alright, so I know that I've talked to a couple Capricorns lately who've already taken their action, okay? So I know that this, oddly, I find that a lot of my people that I love are going through the same things if they're the same sign. And people say that the age of Aquarius doesn't mean anything, it doesn't change us, it's just the stars, it's just the planets. And I don't believe in making excuses for people based on the planets, but it's hard to ignore the facts whenever they're right in front of you. So the Five of Wands is upright. This is what you need to let go of, and this is what you need to do to make it to Release yourself, okay? Zachariah is tasked with convincing Dean to allow Michael to use him as his vessel in the great battle against Lucifer. So, in other words, he's trying to talk Dean into letting him basically become, take over his body. And he gets increasingly frustrated, desperate, and cruel to Dean as he continues to refuse. Zachariah's toxic, manipulative nature and the end justifies the means persistence of personify the Five of Wands tarot card, which represents conflict, unrest, and tension. Yes, okay, so number 5, it does, it indicates like challenges, obstacles, hurdles. I literally think of when I'm skiing and there's what they call moguls on the mountain. So what happens if you fall down at the top of the mountain? Well, as you're going down the mountain on your back, you're catching air on each one of those moguls, knocking the breath out of you all the way down the mountain. So you have to be especially careful not to hit a big chunk of ice at the top of the mountain, or by the time you get to the bottom of the mountain, you're going to be so dead, out of breath, it'll kill you. It'll practically kill you. All right, so if this reading resonates with you, be sure to like and subscribe. I know that this is, a lot of people right now are going through this just really hard transitions, A lot of people are unemployed, a lot of people are struggling, they don't really want to go back to work, or, maybe they've been working throughout the whole pandemic, and a lot of other people have been on unemployment or struggling, helping other people who are struggling. Whatever the situation is, 2020 was a rough year. And I feel like it didn't get easier for a lot of people. So, despite that, I feel like things are looking up. There's a lot of other opportunities available, and we should all put whatever it is that's burdening us, put it on the back burner, and focus on ourselves, okay? Alright, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and come back and see me next week.